Hey folks, it's Marvin Cash, the host of The Articulate Fly, and we're back with another Central PA fishing report with George Costa from TCO State College. How are you doing today, George?
I'm great, Marvin. How are you?
I'm just trying to stay out of trouble. How's the reopening going in Pennsylvania?
So far, so good. We've been lucky enough to open up here. Some of the northwest counties have opened up. Center County here. We are open again here at the State College location only right now for TCO. We just reopened the doors last Friday. We are busy. We're getting, lots of people in the shop. You do need to wear a face covering in the shop. You do need to have it on correctly. And we're limiting the amount of people in the shop right now. We're keeping it down to about 6 customers at a time. So we have a little more space in the shop to walk around. And of course, this time of year, it's high season. So, there's been some people that have to wait, but, we just encourage people to, have patience and wait your turn and, you'll get your flies.
Yeah, just bring the most recent issue of the Drake and you can read that in the car while you're waiting, right?
Exactly. It's never that long, usually no more than a couple minutes.
And how are your guides doing getting their calendars filled up for the upcoming season?
Guide season is picking up a little bit. We're moving all our trips that we had to reschedule from April. So we've still got some space available. We've had quite a few cancellations. Obviously, people don't want to travel all too much. But, our guide season's in full swing right now. We're filling up, but we still have some spots available. So if anybody wants to come up for a guide trip, lodging is still touch and go as far as where to stay up here in Central PA. But if you can make it up for the day, we can get you with a guide.
Well, that's awesome. And now we can get to the fishing. How's the fishing?
The fishing's been picking up really well this past week. We had a bunch of water last week, but all the creeks have come down. Everything's in really good shape right now. Spring is perfect right now. Sulfurs are going to really show strong this week. They've been going off about the past week or so. We've been seeing them. We've had a couple of decent hatches so far, but this week they should really pop. We've got nice warm weather the next couple of days. It's nice and sunny, so I should, definitely want to see a bunch tonight. I'm sure we'll get some good hatches here in the next week. Little Jays are in really good shape. Same thing. Sulfurs are starting to show strong there. Caddis mixed in, spring and jay. Penns Creek is just now getting back into fishable shape. Levels are good. We're seeing pretty much everything under the sun on Penns. We've got sulfurs should be going, caddis, March Brown, some quills, Hendrickson's, still a few here and there. And everything's looking pretty much seasonable. That cold weather kind of put, everything, right about where it should be timeline wise. I've had a couple people ask about the Drakes when they're going to show up already. I don't expect to see them probably for about another week or so. They should start lower on Penns, maybe the end of next week. We'll start seeing them down in Glen Iron, and then they should, be pretty much on schedule this year.
Got it. And I know you've got some rain in the forecast in the upcoming week. Do you guys expect it to be enough to affect the fishing in any meaningful way?
I don't think it's going to be all too much. We're looking like, 50, 60% showers, maybe some key storms, but nothing looks like a big rain event, just, maybe a quarter to a half inch max throughout the next few days. So really got to keep an eye on those gauges and just kind of see where, where that water falls and how much of it we get. Great thing about this time of year is that water clears out really fast. Trees are all starting to bloom. I could tell from my allergies. And they soak up that water really fast. So trees clear out pretty quick this time of year. So just keep an eye on the gauge when you're coming up. Call the shop and we'll give you the update on how everything's looking.
Yeah, that's awesome. And folks, remember, we love questions at The Articulate Fly. If you'll send us a question for George on the Articulate Fly Facebook page, if we read the question, I'll send you some Articulate Fly swag, and you'll get entered into a drawing for something at the end of the season from the shop. Before I let you don your surgical mask and go back into the shop, George, why don't you let folks know where they can find you and what your hours are?
Okay, right now we are open for in-store shopping Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6, Sunday, 9 to 3. We are still offering curbside pickups. Call ahead. You don't have to get out of your car. If you need some leaders, some tidbits, just a few things, you know what they are, and you don't need to come into the shop. We'll be happy to bring it out for you. And, you're welcome to come to the shop. We just, remind everybody, please wear your face mask. And, if there's a line inside the shop, you just, be patient and you'll get in and get your stuff. And we're at 2030 East College Avenue, right here in State College, PA.
That's awesome. Well, folks, it sounds like the fishing's getting ready to turn on. So if you can get out there and fish responsibly, please do. Call the shop, pick up a few odds and ends. Curbside's the best way to do it, and book one of their guides and help them kind of backfill that guide calendar that they lost the first part of the season. Tight lines, everybody. Tight lines, George.
All right. Thanks, Marvin. Hope to see you guys out on the water.